And he has been found.
Yes, we lost him for a few minutes. Christian Munywoki alikuwa amepotea kidogo lakini sasa amepatikana. Yuko nasi. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good to see you, man.
Good, same to you as well.
Yeah.
Karibu.
Asante sana.
How is Masako, the area, really weather?
Pretty cold. It's
Yes.
dusty.
Yes.
Dusty.
Yeah, a lot.
So it's not raining.
No, we even have a drought like right now. The rains failed last time, so yeah, the people are, they've not harvested anything this time.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a tough. It's gonna be a tough season.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. This sounds like we're in for quite a treat.
Yes.
So let us hear a little bit more about you. Who is Christian Munywoki and why MCA? Why didn't you go for governor or member of parliament?
Well, my drive going for MCA was we've been having issues there.
Yeah.
Like I personally lost my mom.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. We couldn't get her to hospital in time, and we know people there go all the way to Kiambu County, and we are in Machakos County. You can imagine the problems those people.
I'm so sorry.
Through.
Yeah.
And being a first-hand person who has gone through that, I it gave me the drive.
Yeah.
I never knew I'd be a politician. I never knew I'd stand in front of people and ask for votes. But I had to do it because they say you need to be the change you want to be.
Was that hard for you, by the way?
Yes, because it's a pretty new field for me.
Come on now. Yeah.
I'm a creative.
Yes.
And that's not my line. So, but I had to do it.
When you say you're creative, what line are you in? Are you msanii kama huyu danku wetu?
It's graphics, multimedia.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I've been an art director for some agencies.
What?
Yeah, before I moved back to Shags.
Oh, tell us about that. Tell us about that when you talk about move back to Shags. You're born and raised in Kyeleni? Or
I was born in Nairobi.
Yes.
Okay.
But, I was born in Nairobi, but I've been, we've been there for a very long time.
Yes.
My dad had that place before, back from the 70s. So that was before I was born.
Yeah.
But I went there for primary school. From standard 2.
yes.
Yeah, up to standard 8.
Okay. So you had to make a move back home.
Yes.
What in
Urban rural migration? Yes. Or a migrator?
What advice? Really advise you move na kuna move back actually.
Yeah, why did you move?
Well, because you see, I was working here after high school. Okay, I went to Aquinas High School.
Yes.
So after Aquinas, I college. After college, then I had to work here because the agencies are here in Nairobi.
Yes, they are.
But then now, my folks were still back there.
Yeah.
So I can say like that has been my home.
Yeah.
But Nairobi has been my home as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about your advocating for. We understand that you're a human.
Unapigania haki
human rights,
za kibinadamu.
social justice defender.
Yes, I'm a human rights and social justice defender.
Yes.
Because after having gone through that experience, I have been fighting for those people. After I went there, we have influenced a lot of change. There's actually, because I took it upon myself now to be helping the women folk, to be taking them to hospital and also, advocating for them to get better health care. And I've been successful because I've influenced change in the entire county. There's a story about a woman who gave birth on the grass on Kyeleni Hospital. I'm the one who blew the whistle on that.
Wow.
And I actually midwifed her. So
no way.
Yeah.
Mwanye.
There were no personnel on the hospital, so it was just me and the husband, and I had taken them to the hospital.
Yeah.
The baby had already come. So we had no option. We had to deliver the baby. We delivered the baby.
Ukatumia skills za Photoshop.
And now the baby is called Safari.
Skills za Photoshop na InDesign.
What was the baby named? Safari.
No.
Okay,
Munywoki.
Wow.
I didn't reach for that,
Please,
man.
Munywoki has his own. Yeah.
Wow.
Come on now.
But you know what why I'm concerned is that when Machakos County was the county we knew had ambulances from here to
you know, security,
like, fire trucks. We saw all that pizzazz on social media.
Yeah, because when I even took the pictures, the ambulance was there. It was broken down.
What?
You see, like it was just, all of it was just for show.
So from the grassroots, you believe you're the man for the job?
Yes, I do
Why?
believe. Because I've been there, I've done things for them before, you know, stuff that they can see. That's why my slogan says Cheni Chelele kazi inaonekana. Because right now,
the light here.
yeah, right now, like all hospitals have doctors 24 hours. And the only thing is that they have issues with drugs. But at least now you can go get there and get first aid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they can even send you to the chemist. It used to be like it's a hospital,
Right.
level 3 hospital,
Yes.
on paper,
Right.
but there was no personnel on site.
Wow. We're meant to understand you blew the whistle on a shoddy road contractor.
Yes.
What was wrong? Did the road lift itself and walk away? What happened? The rains came.
Or the quality.
They've been used to, you know, with awarding contracts, and the contractor just comes and does just madhogodani and leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
temporary.
so now that leaves the people in a lot of, you know, problems. 'Cause
Yeah.
we need the roads for our businesses to uplift the economy.
Yeah.
And also like to access emergency services.
Yeah.
So the road is pretty vital, because without the road,
Right.
the emergency services would have a problem with healthcare, would have a problem with the economy,
Correct.
and we'd also have a problem with the, you know, agriculture, because we need access, our farmers to get access to markets. And without the roads, it's a problem. It's a very huge problem. Yeah.
All right.
All right, we're listening to the voice of one Mtetezi, Christian Munywoki, who's actually the candidate for MCA. Kyeleni, and my Kyeleni, stand up. How are you doing? Mtetezi.
Hey.
Hey.
And he's our guest today. He's vying for MCA. I was going to say award.
Yes.
MCA in the Kyeleni award. Kyeleni's award, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
very good.
In Matongolo sub-county, Machakos County.
And Mama Tongo anymore. You have your MCA here trying to get you
Yes.
out there. You know what? I just want to change the questions around a few and find out from you when they talk about zoning. So zoning, what does that mean? Educate us.
You see, like in Azimio, they
Right.
have a number of parties which form Azimio as an umbrella.
Got it.
So now in areas where they feel they lose out when they send like a lot of candidates,
Right.
They zone it and give it to one. They give a ticket to one
Person.
Right.
so that they can compete with the other side, which is Kenya Kwanza, now my side.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that
okay.
happens.
That's what.
So like
Okay.
like in Mathare,
Yes.
that's the one we are more conversant with because we've
Correct,
seen it.
yeah.
Yes.
We saw there's an ODM candidate, and then there's Bahati who is the Jubilee candidate,
Yeah.
and both of them are in the Azimio umbrella.
Yeah.
So if that is going to split kind of votes,
It will split the votes, and you see
Yeah.
they stand the risk of losing out if they go as it will be better for them if they go on a singular front.
yes.
Yeah, so that's why they come up with that's how they come up with zoning.
Have they zoned your area?
Have they zoned yours? I was going to say.
No.
And does this worry you in any way?
No, it's to my advantage actually, because you see
Allah.
the rest of the Azimio guys,
Yes.
Jubilee, I don't know, CCU, Wiper,
Right.
all of them have candidates.
DAPK, okay.
Yeah, so me and in Kenya Kwanza,
Yeah.
I'm the only candidate. Yeah.
Okay.
When you take up office, and this is in the assumption that you will win,
Yeah.
you are a graphics designer by skill, by
Yeah.
profession, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to share your skill with the youth of the area? Because we know watu wa Mazako tunena mbele, we are always trying to find a way
Yes.
to progress.
In fact, Art was born in Masako
Yeah,
by
yeah,
the long distance
like
traders.
even Wamonyo sculptors, you see.
Yes, thank you very much.
Art is a thing in Ukambani.
Plus your former Masako governor now stepping out. He's a communications guy.
Yeah.
He's an orator. He's a producer. We still think of Cobra Squad.
And,
Yeah.
and the movies that right now, in fact, one of the biggest series that is going on right now on a very big platform called Netflix is a series based in Ukambani. It's a country girl or something.
Yeah,
Yes,
country
it's
queen.
Country queen.
Yeah.
Country queen is based
Yes.
in Ukambani.
Although
tell
the
us
Kikamba
about-
is bad.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Tell us about.
Yeah, no, so, like what that is one of my key pillars in my manifesto,
right?
Because I've actually written to the society. They've set aside land. We want to build a innovation hub.
Come on now.
Yeah, innovation and technical hub where we can teach guys coding skills.
Right.
We teach them. We teach them graphics. We teach them because we need them to move away from the traditional farming.
Plus coding has money.
Yeah, it has it has money, and not not everyone can farm, and also like the
youth don't care for farming.
The climate is not so conducive nowadays.
Right.
You can't really depend on rain-fed agriculture so much. Though we also have a program for smart agriculture, because we're trying to move away from the traditional maize and beans,
right?
Which is the normal thing. So now we have like right now we have a project we've started for aquaculture. That's fish farming.
Aquaculture,
Wow.
nice.
Which, because we are trying to look into new ways that people can make money, not depending on the rainfall. Yeah.
How is it that it's almost a yearly thing? That when we hear drought has hit the nation, Ukambani is always fast. How is it that we have never thought of some ways in which
and the funny thing is, like, we have so much water in Ukambani. Like
we have water in Ukambani. Oh yeah.
Athi passes through there, but it's polluted.
They're taking sand from that poor river. So
and also we have like natural aquifers, which, like, especially in Kyeleni, we have so much untapped water.
And so who's not drilling? So what is the county government doing?
It's lack of leadership, because they just need someone to go there and actually knock on doors, with the NGOs, talk with the NGOs. There are so many out there. They just need guys to write proposals, and they'll come in, because we like, for example, right now for the aquaculture project, there's AFDB. They've come in.
All right.
So they are the ones who are doing the training for farmers, and providing dam liners. Because you see now, with that source of water, fish farming can really change that place, because first of all, we are very strategically placed.
Yes.
We are close to Thika.
Yes.
We are close to Nairobi.
There you go.
You see, like today I drove down in the morning and I was here in time. Like they even guys who live there and work in
Nairobi. I've tried to figure that out in my head. I can't. You live in Masako, but you work in Nairobi.
Yeah, because like the rent is not as expensive as
it's not. Munywoki, tell us how you're going to be able to hold the county government accountable in your time and space. How are you going to do that in terms of, let's talk about trading licenses, for example. I'm coming down to the Watus, because that's what you're going to deal with, the kanjo of county, the disabled. How are you going to work that out? How are you going to, for the vulnerable and peoples?
Yes.
From speaking in a Kyeleni perspective, we have a very rich resource, which is quarries. The machine cut stones.
Yes.
And right now, something which is discouraging a lot of lorries from coming over is the exorbitant cess, which Machakos County levies on the lorries. So they choose to go to Kiambu. So my first thing when I go there is I'm going to lobby the county government to at least match the cess with Kiambu, so that I can encourage lorries to come.
How are you going to do that, seeing that they will be, of course, the government planning budgets are already in place, hoping, of course, you'd have accustomed yourself to the budgets.
Yes.
Kuna wale ambao their fingers are already in the cookie jar. And we're not willing to
want to benefit from
the good thing is we're going to have a new county government.
Yes.
So whoever governor comes in, they'll have to listen. They'll have to work with the MCAs,
right?
Regardless of party affiliation, regardless of. And you see, even like for them, it will mean more revenue. It will mean more revenue for them. And because when you have more lorries coming in, that's definitely more revenue. And you're not even looking at the cess they charge. Those lorry guys, they come, they'll spend money there in the local markets. The mechanics there will get money from them.
Correct.
They are the loaders.
Yes.
The loaders, the youth will get jobs.
Yes.
So you see, it has a ripple effect.
Quarry production will go higher.
It will go higher, and it will mean more revenue for the county. So I'm sure any governor who will come in, though I'm hoping that my governor comes in, because he understands it.
Yeah.
Who is your governor?
Johnson Kiamba. He's the chairman for UDA.
UDA, yes.
Yes, and he's also the gubernatorial candidate candidate. And the good thing with him, I have a rapport with him.
Yes.
He has an open door policy,
Right.
and he's not like aloof like the rest of the guys. It's someone you can go talk to, and he listens. He's a good businessman.
Yes.
So he understands business very well, and I think his skill would really work for the county.
All right.
The squandering of public resources,
Yes,
is very much aligned to MCAs, because that's where we start.
well,
What are you gonna do to make sure your fingers don't get into the cookie jar,
well,
as well as your fellow MCAs?
for us, getting our fingers in the cookie jar would be like what currently happens is they work with the contractors. That's the only way. Okay, there are many other ways, but the biggest is when they get contractors and they get kickbacks, and the people get shoddy jobs.
Yes.
So you see, now when you get a kickback, the guy doesn't even do the job as he's supposed to do. If it's building a road, like we've been fighting for roads for so long, because guys just come, they pour the hardcore, they don't put maram on top, they leave. They get their money, they leave. And you see now the MCA being like one of the roles of an MCA is oversight.
Yeah.
So if the MCA, because they know he's supposed to oversight the project, he's given a kickback, they do a shoddy job and they leave.
He does not. Yeah.
And you see now the people get substandard projects. They don't get value for money.
Yeah.
So for me, I've been fighting that even before I've been elected.
Even before, yeah.
And we've seen a number of projects there which were shoddy be redone, because we did advocacy, we shouted about it, went to the media, and talked to the relevant authorities until they had to come back and do it.
Yeah.
Because it was like one example was a culvert they put on top of the road. On top of the road.
When engineer,
what
are you hearing this?
Imagine they just put it on top of the road.
How
do
you put a culvert on top of a road?
It's just they just do something and leave. So we came and said, no, you have to get this thing out of here, or you do it the right way. And they had to redo it. They dug a trench, the way it's supposed to be, and put it down there. So that's one part of oversight that's really lacking in my area, and that really affects the livelihoods of the people.
Well, we're going to open it up. If you have any questions for Mtetezi, Christian Munywoki, he's vying for MCA Kyeleni, all the way in Matungulu. Yeah, you wanna Machakos, you wanna quickly send a text either to 0702 969 969 or call now on 0701 969 969.
Yeah, and of course, when we come back, we're going to be asking, like how many wards are being represented? Are they under Matungulu? Like the MP is, what is the constituency?
It's Matungulu constituency.
Matungulu, so has how many wards?
Five wards.
5 wards.
Yeah.
I would like to know how, is it possible for wards to work together?
Yeah.
For a common
yes. Actually, we had discussed that, but that's within my party structure.
Right.
Because you see, we do interward trade.
Exactly.
Interward trade.
Yes. Like, for example, Matungulu North, which is our neighboring ward.
Right.
And us, they have farms for Del Monte.
All right.
They get sometimes labor from our side.
Okay.
So guys come from our side and go to work at Matungulu North.
Yes.
And you see, with a good working relation, we can always streamline that, so that we both of the people, both of the wards, benefit.
It has been said MCAs are the biggest potential threat to devolution in this nation. I mean, the Constitution, think about it, for any devolution project.
Yes.
Now, I don't know about you, but we would love to hear your thoughts on that. And of course, there's a popular will of the people and the devolution, the two have to tie together.
Yes.
But of course, there's the interest of a few political elites who are going to show up.
Yeah.
How you're going to fight that, Munywoki, is a story for another day. We want to hear it. You got a listener all the way in Kyeleni. Her name is Stephanie.
Yes.
Wacha tukurushie Ariris. Thank you for listening in and tuning.
Indeed.
And ma Kyeleni and Mwiva, can you quickly respond on 0702 969 969? Too many text hapo museme tunawasikiza. You've been known as the biggest threat, MCAs, to devolution projects. Jitete.
I don't think we are the biggest threat.
Really?
I don't think so. Okay, but, I'm still not a MCA yet.
Not yet, but
if I when I become one.
Come on, I like that. When I become one. Yes.
Yeah, which is on the 10th of August.
Hey, this man, come on.
So I think I'll actually be, I'll be helping out devolution a lot.
Yes.
Because like one of the motions I want to push on the county assembly is the ward development fund.
Ward development fund.
The ward development fund will mean that now money comes straight to the ward.
Correct.
And we'll have now some finances to address our issues.
Yeah.
Because you see, we can't expect someone all the way from Machakos to know where a kid in Galilee who deserves a bursary.
Yeah.
But us guys know who deserves that bursary.
Wow.
We know where the roads are bad.
Correct.
We know which project that should be worked on as a priority, not from Machakos as it is now.
Right.
So that will help a lot in devolution, because it will be a bit more devolved, not just CDF. Now we'll have the WDF.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you hear MCAs are going to control in excess of 20 million, I shudder.
No.
I shudder.
We'll have very good auditing processes, and we'll have accountability. Because for one, me myself as an MCA, this is not where I don't want to stop at the MCA level.
No.
I need to prove myself so that the people can believe in me.
And now I
go ahead and even go for the governor.
Hey,
fantastic!
I love your dreams. Come on,
you see,
don't stop.
They have to. You have to show your track record, and there's no way to show your track record if your systems don't work.
If your systems don't work,
so the systems have to work.
Yes.
So let's talk about the biggest menace in campaign season, called handouts.
Yes.
Where people don't even want to hear your manifesto. They're like,
Mina metoke.
Actually, that culture of handouts is the one that has got us where we are today.
Yes.
Nowhere, which is nowhere.
Yes, we are very much behind. Kyeleni ward is the least developed ward in Machakos.
Is it?
Wow.
We don't have a single inch of road. It's because people choose handouts over good leadership.
Ooh, this is not good.
And you see, like even right now, as I'm campaigning, it's a problem talking to people, because most people they won't even listen to your ideas.
Right.
Instead of listening to what you're gonna tell them, your manifesto, they want the money. In fact, the guy who's pouring out the most money is the one who's talked a lot.
What?
So but the good thing with the electorate right now, they've suffered 2 terms, so now they know.
Do you think they know, really?
They do, because every time when we talk to them, every time even when we're campaigning, we do like civic education. Not just campaigning. We tell them, just look at this. When you go for that 100 shillings and you suffer for 5 years,
how does that help you?
Yeah, it is, and we do this for our children. Because if that 100 shillings, that 200 shillings, now if you just divide it by 5 years, instead of having good roads, having working hospitals, having agricultural processes and agricultural ideas, projects to implement. Now, when you go for handouts, when someone gives you 100 shillings, he's already bought your vote.
Yes.
So you can't even hold him into account, because he paid you for it. I mean, he'll just go and sleep. He bought the seat. That's what's happening right now in my ward.
Wow. Hey, go on.
I just want to know the political mood of your ward. Because of the different parties. It's a Wiper stronghold. You're in UDA. I'm sure there are other small parties there. But what's the mood with the youth, especially? Because they're the ones who are used to propagate violence, etc. What is the mood, and how are you preaching peace in your area?
Well, one advantage with Kyeleni ward, so far we've never had like violent incidences where they are mostly peace-loving people. They're like kila kitu iko sawa. That's why even the leaders, once they're chosen, they just go, because the people are complacent, hawateti, like they're good. So we don't have issues of violence in Kyeleni. That's one good thing about it. But we do have incidences of just those small incidences of, you know, people like, you know, just talking, but no actual violence.
We got Mtetezi, Christian Munywoki with us, MCA Kyeleni vying, all the way from Masako. And Mama Sako ni mwakela.
Yes.
Mondo wenyweva, and he wants to make sure nemo munenga kura yenu come the 9th of August.
Yes.
Okay? And he is saying he will do a good work. If you know Christian Munywoki,
yes,
then I'm sure you have heard about his work. You know where he's been.
His track record.
Yeah, track record. Your track record is being heard as far as Uganda. We have a friend of ours listening in. Hi, how are you? Listening in from Uganda for the life of me. Anaitwa Yaba Edobozi Lenga Runaguru.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you, Yaba.
I'm serious. Yaba Edobozi Laina Guru.
Like Yaba. Okay, anyway, that's okay.
That's his name.
And I hope they're friends with
He's
DJ
streaming
Prince.
live from Uganda, Kampala. Lakini I think ni mutu hapa, lakini ni sawa.
Right.
Otherwise,
Yes.
what is your one word for the people of Kyeleni? You want to let them know.
Yeah.
Now sell you.
Well, I'd played with the people of Kyeleni to actually vote for me, because right now we need someone who has a track record, someone who has transformative ideas, someone who lives there and does his business there, because you can't, Waswahili wanasema fimbo ya mbali haiui nyoka.
That's right.
So I'm there. I know the problems of Kyeleni. I've been with them from way back. And I understand the needs and where we need to be.
Right.
Kyeleni is blessed with a lot of resources. We have good weather. We have a lot. We have rivers. We have aquifers. We have quarry stones, which I think is a huge untapped resource. And we also have tourism. So I'm begging the people of Kyeleni to kindly look into the kind of leaders we want to vote for right now. Let's avoid handouts. Handouts won't get us anywhere.
That's right.
We need to look at transformative leadership, because we need to have someone who has shown some initiative in leadership. And I have done that. I have improved healthcare for them. Now the hospitals are 24 hours. We have doctors there. We are working on our roads. Our roads are much better. We are mobilizing the community to do feeder roads already, even without being elected. So I'm begging them to elect me, so we can now work on those ideals when we have with the trappings of power. Because right now we're just doing it like normal citizens, and it's quite hard. So when they have someone there fighting for them,
Right.
which is Mtetezi, the way I tetea for them, even without the flag,
Yes.
now I'm asking them to give me that chance to go and tetea for them in the county assembly, and I will deliver, because that is my ambition. And they will see my work as they have seen my work. I won't relent, and we will do a lot of stuff, because right now our youth need some direction, and we have ideas like that one for the community center and innovation hub,
Right.
which will teach them like skills in IT, coding, and also art. We also have programs for agriculture. Like I've mentioned, we have aquaculture, we have smart farming, which will help the people to stop reliance on rain-fed agriculture, and it will actually put more money in their pocket. And we also have projects that will for business and economy, because they need someone who will fight for them. The business owners there, they need someone who understands. Like for the cesses they need someone who will go and take care for them in the county government, so that we build a conducive environment for business. And I have done that before, and I'm promising them that I will do even more once they elect me. And so help me God.
The voice of creative human rights and social justice defender for Kyeleni Ward 2022. He is vying as your MCA.
That's right.
Je, utampea kura yako au la? Points to Bona.
Kyeleni. Kazi inaonekana.
We're just gonna wish you the best and pray that God guides you.
Thank
and
you
the
so
people
much.
of Kyeleni. I said you have very pure motives and intentions for the people of Kyeleni.
Yes.
And I pray to God they'll open their eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
You've said that Kyeleni is one of the most less developed and poorest, wards.
In the entire Machakos County.
In the entire Machakos County.
We don't even have a single inch of tarmac, the entire ward. We are the only ward that has, where our youth are not like, they engage in substance abuse, illicit liquor. We are the biggest producer of illicit liquor. So we need to change that, and it's not the people's fault. It's because they don't have nothing else to do, and it's because they need to feed their families. So they need someone who will show them an alternative for that, and I think I'm the one for that job.
Come on, what more can we say?
What can we say? So, hey, listen, so apart from creative, do you have any other hobbies? And kuna watu lazima utume salamu. Usipotuma, na ulikuwa nyuma ya microphone. We kwati wa bambo don't play.
Well,
can you play the guitar?
No, not really.
Can you play drums?
Drums I used to kitambo, but then now I'm rusty. Yeah. So you want me to send salams?
Yes.
Allah. Mugamba hezi toka hapa bila
salam.
No, we don't do that. We are very loyal. Come on.
Yes. Well, to all listeners in Kyeleni, especially my dad, who I'm sure is tuned in.
Hey, daddy.
And my friends, the boda guys.
Watu wa boda.
Sasa also Harun Mwendwa, he's an artist. You can check out his stuff on YouTube.
Nice.
Creative guy. We have also the local bands there. We have a lot of guys, a lot of people. I can't really name all of them.
Yes.
And also my church.
What's the name of your church?
Kyeleni Catholic Church.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
And Kyeleni Catholic Church.
Tafadhali. Yes.
Tunawapenda.
We love you.
Yeah,
God bless you, Munywoki.
So even ndio kuko, and I'm hoping we will change for the better. We will do something for our kids.
Have you allowed us to, when you get in,
don't forget us
after you have done your 100 days, your nini umemaliza kimbia ukiwa na place ka kupumzika, tukurudishe hapa tukuput to task?
Of course.
We'll ask you hard questions.
Definitely.
Unajua umetuambia na itakuwa online.
In fact, nyinyi mnafaa kuwa mkibenchmark na projects zangu kama niliwadanganya ama sikuwadanganya.
Dango umesikia?
Wow.
All right. We just thank God for you, and we pray all the best.
Thank you.
All the best. So that's the voice of one Mtetezi, Christian Munywoki, vying for MCA Kyeleni.
Yes.
Kyeleni. Kazi. Habari ndio hiyo.
96.9 FM Pearl Radio.